think it was a pre-snap read where Sash actually came up and kind of grabbed you and repositioned you.
I don't remember that.
I won't open up an old wound. That's fine. I talked with Tyler a little bit last week, and to a certain degree, when you talk read and recognition, most people tend to think quarterbacks. But underneath, how long a guy's going to stay with the guy in coverage before he hands him off. You guys are healthy this year. Hopefully, knock on wood, you stay that way. I guess just how much more comfortable not only you with your position, but are all the linebackers with each other right now?
I'd say we're pretty comfortable. We're all friends. We all get along. There's not really any distance in our group. It's, the timing, the pass coverage and all that stuff. That's stuff that'll come in camp. We get to work on it a little bit with our 7-on-7 this summer, but that's something I'm not really worried about at this point. I'm just worried about getting guys bigger, faster, stronger, and we know we got smart guys, we got smart linebackers, and that's stuff to come.
What are you working on in particular? What things do you want to shore up heading into camp?
Well, I'd like to add some body mass at this point. I don't feel like I'm undersized or incapable of performing physically, but it's certainly one thing that is another notch in the belt, and something that could help me perform better. So that's one thing. And then I've been watching a little film, like you said, specifically it's pass coverage. I'd like to improve on it fits in the run game.
How much weight do you want to gain here?
I'd like to play this fall at 232, do my playing weight for that first kickoff. So a couple pounds to go.
Just a couple? How many?
4.
Okay. Does that change diet then? Is the rest changed up for Coach Doyle? Changed up your diet?
I feel like I have a pretty good diet. If you're doing things right, Coach Doyle is pretty hands-off on your diet, if he trusts you. So for me, it's just, things like half a pound a week or, something like that, or just making sure, you're eating right or, you're having enough meals, things like that.
How much have things changed for you? Since true freshmen are coming in now, just in this last year for you?
Just
the feel,
I was just saying,
comfortability, things like that.
I never really thought about that, so, a lot. Things have changed a lot. This time last year I was living at home, So now I'm not. So, there's other things, outside of football that, nobody wants to hear about. But, as far as football-wise, I'm just a lot more comfortable with myself and, the teams. And it's just that thing, when you're a freshman, you're not really sure if you're good enough or, all those little insecurities. And then, by the time this year, you survived and you're like, what, I can play here. And, I'd say I agree with those feelings. I feel pretty confident going into the season.
How are things looking at the Will spot? That one, with Hunter moving on, you got to get somebody else.
Sure, we got competition, and as far as I know, competition is a good thing because that's going to breed improvement. So right now, that's all I can really say. That's all I really know. Whoever ends up playing at that spot for us will have won that competition, and that's probably going to mean they're going to be a pretty good player. So don't worry.
What are the qualities that you notice right now in guys like Christian and Anthony?
I know they're hard workers, and I know they want to improve, and that's admirable, and that's what we need. If we could get, everybody on the same page as those guys, we'll be all right.
You mentioned being more comfortable. Does that include maybe being more vocal if needed be this season?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's part of it. Just having the confidence in yourself that you're sure about what you're saying, as opposed to maybe your first start, you're not quite sure this is what's going on, and that comes with time. Just absolutely knowing, having the confidence to know, we'll live and die by the middle linebacker's call, and if I mess up, I mess up. I'm prepared to deal with those consequences, but there can't be any, for lack of a better word, fear or doubt or anything like that. So I'd say I feel more comfortable vocally as well.